On this episode of Make or Break, I've been told it is rust-free. I'm going to tell you just how rusty my rust-free Sierra RS Cosworth is.
Is this a replica?
It's real!
It's real!
Hi guys, welcome back to the series. I'm sorry about Sunday, I do apologise we had a break, but I thought good content is better than having rubbish content. So here we are, we're back with the Sierra RS Cosworth, and this is not a replica.
I don't really like it. It's a bit strange. Like, we've got a car that's actually what it's supposed to be. I was expecting to be able to peel this off and it just have like diesel written underneath.
I like that. Before we get into the video, I'm just going to go over the history of the Ford Sierra Cosworth real quick. So you people at home, whether you're in the UK or around the world, can actually know just how important this car is to the UK market. The Ford Sierra RS Cosworth is a high-performance version of the Ford Sierra that was built by Ford Europe from 1986 to 1992. It was the result of a Ford Motorsport project with the purpose of producing one thing, and that was an outright winner for a Group A racing stage here in Europe. So this Ford Sierra is supposed to be in crystal blue.
That is the first thing that I noticed about these cars. Now, if you like your Sierra Cosworths, you tend to either have people that know everything about them or nothing about them. And I'm somewhere in the middle. I know a fair bit about them. I don't know loads about them. They're not really my bag, but that is definitely the wrong blue.
So I believe this is Imperial Blue, and I'll do some research, which all of you guys, please comment below if you know the story. I got told the Imperial Blue was like an Azure Blue, or it was a Ford Escort Cosworth Blue.
That's what I think it is. I think it's an Escort.
An older guy in 1994 had this painted, so I believe all the shuts have all been done properly. Inside the boot, all the way back, has also been done properly. Even everywhere, the shuts, even the internal shuts are also painted in this Imperial Blue.
It depends how far you want to go. Yeah. We could pluck a few bits of carpet out and see what's underneath. But
some of the most important things with this car is the fact that it hasn't been messed with. Let's get it up in the air. Let's see how bad it is underneath. I've been told it is rust-free. And I'm not being funny. I have never seen a rust-free Sierra in my life.
No, I'm not old enough to have known them when they were new. So
all the way up!
All the way up. Let's see how noisy the ramp is today.
Oh yeah, have you greased it up?
It's a tiny bit less noisy.
It is. So Ford Sierras, for me, growing up, this to me was a boring car. The Ford Mondeo came out after this car, and we called it the Mundane, because it was boring, and it was boring, and it was boring. They did a ST200, they did an ST24, didn't they?
That was a little bit less boring, not much.
Less boring, but still boring. And in some ways, the Sierra was a boring car. It was a four-door family saloon with a boot. But the engine that's in this is called a Cosworth YB, and that makes it a little bit more fancy. And in some ways, this could be the last ever British muscle car.
I mean, to a certain extent.
The ABS, it's the last you can turn it off. It's rear-wheel drive. It is a 4-speed turbo powerhouse. And your ramp isn't that squeaky today.
It's not that bad. It's actually okay.
Oh, we have a stainless exhaust. It's missing a clamp.
It is the last example of Britain's idea of race it on Sunday, sell it on Monday.
Yeah.
Because after the sort of Sierra Cosworth era, the British touring cars went to a more sort of
It has got a full stainless steel exhaust.
It's very large.
All the way to the turbo. And that's got to be a 3-inch pipe all the way around, right?
Fairly large.
Let's have a look.
It is fairly large.
So we got a 3-inch stainless pipe all the way down through. I mean, these sills are in impeccable condition. The floor pan is looking very good. A little bit of a surface corrosion here, but that is not rot at all.
You'd have said it was 10 years newer than it was.
Those seals are very clean, both down the sides.
It's okay.
The engine. Nice cast aluminium sump on the YB, nice shiny oil filter up there. She is looking very, very clean.
Yeah, I'm slightly disappointed because I haven't really got a lot to do.
You're angry.
Well, I haven't really.
You're angry inside.
I'm a bit disappointed in you, Sam, because it's not a replica, and it's not a piece of shit.
It's even been polybushed.
It has been polybushed. Well, some of it's been polybushed.
Yeah.
The anti-roll bar mounts on the track control lines have been polybushed.
So, for me, these cars, the inner wheel arches up here were the bit that took the rot, and there's just no rot. And they've not been replaced. You've got the original seam sealer in there.
It is relatively low mileage.
This body clip needs to go back on.
Yeah, it's just popped off of the,
it's just
off of the seal.
Off on the seal.
Yeah,
there you go.
We
Cool.
can do that.
But the wheels are in good condition. Bit of mud on it, guys, because we're in a field at the moment.
It's at Wiggly Farm. Of course, it's got mud on it.
Wiggly Farm, nice number plate as well. E500 Kunama.
Kunum.
But yeah, overall, very, very clean car, this one.
And it does drive quite nice. It's tight as a drum.
Should we drop it down and have a look at the inside? Have a proper quick look at the inside?
We can have a proper look
Let's
at
do
the
it.
inside.
Let's drop it down.
We better pop the bonnet and make sure that it has got a
Dave.
YB in it. And someone's not just put a Cosworth rock cover on a twin cam Pinto.
Even the fuel tank is like brand new. It's even got the seam welds on it. It's not even been painted.
No, I'd say that's a replacement tank.
Brand new.
Brand new.
New old stock, that one. Very clean. Right, let's drop her down. What's she got? Shock absorbers. She's got brand new spacks on her.
I think it's been dropped as touch.
So the interior on these cars was known for being slightly bland and slightly boring, but with one change. This car should come with a cloth interior, but it doesn't. It comes with the four-wheel drive Recaro black leather, but they have left the original door cards on, which is nice.
It's an upgrade that was quite often done in the 90s, so I'm going to assume that when it was
Same with
painted,
the bonnet.
yeah, when it was painted, I'm assuming that they've lifted the interior and the bonnet and put four-wheel drive equivalents in. It is a genuine two-wheel drive shell. There's a really obvious way to find out. It's notches in the front chassis for the drive shafts.
Yeah.
They're not there. It was a two-wheel drive shell, which this was.
Someone's obviously put the turbo boost gauge on the top there.
Oh, yeah.
But you've got a really clean steering wheel. The seats are in really good condition. The dashboard
Dashboard's not cracked.
normally cracks on these, which is very rare. And she's a sunroof car, which a lot of the Sapphires were all. I think they were all sunroof cars.
I'm not sure about
I'm
that.
not sure. I'll look into that. Electric windows. This car is going to go upsell, Mr. Wiggly.
Is it?
Can we pop the bonnet quickly?
We can pop the
Bonnet pull in this car, very strange location. Underneath the steering wheel.
Old Fords, they all like it.
So the bonnet, these louvers here were only available on the four-wheel drive models. So this bonnet also is non-genuine, but this is also a modification that people did.
It's a genuine bonnet, but it's often
in the
4x4.
So under the bonnet, you could tell it's a genuine bonnet because it's got the aluminium louver, the aluminium heat shield in the engine cover there. Different colour rocker cover that it should have, but still very cool. Nice little modification. And you've got a strut brace bar there, which is bolt on. A dump valve, which is nice. But she's looking pretty good. And in the boot, we have, what do we have in the boot?
We have a big K&N air filter.
And some work for you.
And some bits and bobs.
Cam belt, water pump, oil filter. But we have got the original air filter, which I love, because that's quite a nice little...
well, most of the time they're missing. I mean, there's no Jubilee clip on it.
That's free.
It's got the sort of intake delete, but that's a small price to pay.
The next episode of Make a Break, are we going to take this car out for a blast and then get back onto the GT40 a little bit?
I think we should firmly wait until it's not
moist,
raining.
Very moist.
Because there is one flaw with this car that I've found, and that is that the tyres are very old.
Very sidewaysy.
They are.
So
very
what we need to do on this car on the next video, guys, we're going to do a cam belt, we're going to do a water pump, we're going to do a service. We're going to whip these tyres off, we're going to put brand new tyres all around because these are very, very perished. And then this car will be going up for sale. It even has its last tax disc. And I'm going to go over tax discs. So tax discs were a way of you paying for your road fund licence here in the United Kingdom, and they are obsolete. So that's quite a cool little thing. What do you think, Mr. Wiggly?
I think it's okay. I think it's okay.
Cool car.
Yeah.
Cool
all
car,
I've
man.
really got to do is
What is that, a Sierra?
And some tyres. I mean, I'm a Ford guy, but Sierra Cosworths, for whatever reason, were never really my thing.
No. One flaw. So this car says it's not been welded.
Flaw.
This wing over here, guys. See, if you look down this side here, there's a little Ford oval just there, and then you've got these spot welds up that side. He told me that in 1994, this wing was replaced, and you can see that because there's no spot welds up there at all. So this has been a replacement wing. So consider it's not been welded, and that be the only problem with it. I think she's pretty good.
I think it's okay, yeah. I mean, I'd say it was probably a scuff or something like that. It doesn't look like it's been crash damage because normally you'd see
normally a
wobbles in
dent
the
or a
inner
scuff
wings
or
and bits and
something,
pieces, but there's nothing to that end. Without taking the bumper off and checking the fronts of the chassis rails, you can't really tell. But I can see
very straight.
I can see the little crush tube bits on the front, and they're all intact.
So will it?
It's not just about down through there. You can just about see them, and they're intact.
So guys, thanks for watching another episode on Make a Break. We're going to make these videos a bit more fun. The next episode will be us working on this car, getting it serviced, getting it maintained, and doing a cam belt on this is really important. If that cam belt goes, the engine will blow up, and it is numbers matching. But thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.
See you soon.
Bye! Quick reminder, hit that subscribe button the like button and then the bell button, so you get alerts when we release new episodes, and follow us on social media too for extra stuff and more alerts about videos we're releasing, which at the moment is every Sunday and the odd Wednesday too. Bye for now.